as you know, as I alluded to earlier, the Raiders' first preseason game, they started Josh Jacobs in the Hall of Fame game, which was kind of surprising to a lot of people. We did talk about Zamir White and Kenyon Drake earlier today when we were talking about fantasy players. I'm curious, though, with all this developing, do you think that the Raiders would trade Josh Jacobs before the start of the regular season?
No, I don't. I don't think so at all. I think they're going to keep him. I think there was talks of, Josh Jacobs, can he stay healthy? I think that's what really the reason why they're doing it is to see how he looks coming off of injury-riddled season. Yes, Brandon Bolden. McDaniels knows what he has in Bolden. Abdullah he's been in the league for a while. Yes, Jacobs has been in the league for a while as well, but I think McDaniels really, really wanted to see what he could do with maybe a not so great offensive line or, not the greatest of offensive schemes. See what he can do. And so I think that's why they threw him out there. And I think Josh Jacobs, and especially as a running back, you kind of need to get hit a few times to really get in the groove of things. So I think that's really the reason why. And I think they do like Zamir White a lot. So, they want to see what Jacob's going to do with a little bit of pressure. Honestly, I don't think they're going to trade him at all. Maybe next year, possibly, if they think they have a lot in Zamir White. We'll see. But I think Josh Jacobs is going to be a Raider all year long. I don't see him being traded.
I hope our from the backseat friends forgive me, but I'm going to do a hot take real quick. I think that him playing in that first Hall of Fame game was basically an audition to show the rest of the league that he's available, he's healthy to play, and that he is on the market. I know that Josh McDaniels kind of shut that down. I just find it funny. You made the point that he, sometimes goes through injuries. He had a very productive season last year, and you would think with a player, though, that may have some injury history, you would avoid putting them in the preseason as much as possible. I mean, Derek Carr is an injury-prone quarterback, and he didn't play in the Hall of Fame game, nor did Devontae Adams, because, they're the stars. Why did they get to start in a Hall of Fame game that literally means nothing? They dressed out, but they didn't play. So in the same respect, why did they do the same thing with Josh Jacobs, who is basically on a contract year? He's on the 5th year of his rookie deal, and so it's a prove-it year for him. And, I think that this is the Raiders' opportunity because, again, they've made it known that they love their running back. They love their running back tandems that they have. They drafted Zamir White, as we mentioned. They have Kenyon Drake, who I think they absolutely love. Emilio Abdul, as you mentioned, is somebody that, is growing fondly in the Raiders organization. Brandon Bolden is probably the odd man out in this, in this roster, but, he's there to compete and because he knows McDaniels' offense. But I think that it's not a stretch to say that Jacobs could be traded before the start of the regular season. I mean, how would you feel if he was offered up to the Cleveland Browns for Kareem Hunt? I mean, would that be something that you'd be interested in making that deal happen?
No, because I think Kareem Hunt is a guy who gets injured too. So it's kind of like you're trading an injured guy for an injured guy. And to be perfectly honest, Josh Jacobs has a little less tread on his tires. And doesn't have a civil lawsuit on his hands. So I'm going to go more with Josh Jacobs. Listen, the reason Carr and Adams aren't in there, they're getting paid a lot of money. As you said, Jacobs is on his 5th year deal in his rookie year. They're trying to get every little ounce of him. Again, I think he's coming off an injury-riddled season. Yes, you can make the argument of why would you start him, but at the same time, I could see why you would start him to kind of see what he does with a little contact after an injury season that he had. So, I think it could go either way, but I don't think he's going to be traded at all.